Hey guys, welcome back for more French videos. Today we will target this content, living costs in France. So here, first thing you need to know is the currency. And in France, like in many European countries, the currency is the euro. So euro, it's the way you write it as in English, and the pronunciation is euro, euro, euro. And when there is like just more than €1, so like €2, you have the S to add, but unlike in English, it's silent. So euro, euro. And here for the cents, it's centime, 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 euro, centime. And the S is always for the plural, but don't say it. So this is the currency. And maybe in your country, if you're a European country, you have also euro, so you're familiar with that. But if you are from America, like it's a currency that you're not used to, I guess. So here are all the different coins and banknotes you can find with the euro. So again, you probably know that if you use euro, but here is 1 centime, 1 cent, 1 centime, 1 centime, 2 centimes, 2 centimes, 5 centimes, 5 centimes, 10 centimes, 10 centimes, 20 centimes, 20 centimes, 50 centimes, 50 centimes, and then 1 euro, 2 euro, so 1 euro, 1 euro, 1 euro. So here I'm doing the liaison between 1, and euro, 1 euro. Can you hear it? 1 euro. It's not 1 euro, it's 1 euro. 1 euro. And then 2 euros. And same here, you've got the liaison. 2 euros, 2 euros, 2 euros. So here, 1 euro, 2 euros. And then here are the banknotes. 5 euros, 5 euros. 10 euros, 20 euros. And then 50 euros, 50 euros. 100 euros, 100 euros. 200 euros. And finally, 500 euros, 500 euros. So this is all the coins and banknotes you can find in France with the euro, and also like in other countries that are using euro. It's the same everywhere. So this is what you can find. So you know how to pronounce those kind of simple value now, but we will target like more complex value then. And also we now need to learn some expressions and how to express like the price of something or of something. So how to say the word cost in French. And this is, you've got two ways. The first one is coûter, quite similar to cost. Coûter, coûter, cost, to cost. And then faire, it's like to do or to make, but here it's, you can also use this word in French to say how much is it. So, combien ça coûte? Combien ça coûte? How much is it? How much is it? Combien ça coûte? How much is it? Combien ça fait is another way to say like how much is it, but it's slightly less polite, but you can hear that a lot, like if you're buying some stuff at the supermarket or like in a flea market or something like that. Combien ça fait is kind of common, so you can hear that as well, but the best, like more standard and polite way to say that is combien ça coûte, but both are really correct, so you can like use both. Combien ça coûte? Combien ça fait? So this is like really basic, and you should remember that if you want to ask some for prices. It's really important and really basic. You can see only 3 words, and it's the same meaning. So here, coûter, and here, faire. So that's what you need to remember. Then we need to explain the pattern of that. So here you have the ça coûte and then the price. This is the answer of the previous question. And here you've got the noun, so the object, and then the coûte, and then the price. So here are 3 examples using those 2 patterns. Here you've got la voiture coûte 30 euros. The car costs 30 euros. La voiture coûte 30 euros. So here, la voiture, this is the noun. And then you've got coûte, which is the verb, to cost, and then the price, 30 euros. La voiture coûte 30 euros. So you can try with any words that you want to try with, like for example, like the the food, like the food. If you want to say the food, la nourriture coûte 30 euros. So you can basically use any noun you want here and say coûte 30 euros. But if you don't really want to say the noun, you can just use ça instead. Like it's like it. It is. So it is 2.5 euros. You can say ça coûte 2,50 euros. 2,50 euros. Or you can use the previous pattern again. Instead of coûter, you can use faire. So here, ça fait 2,50 euros. Ça fait 2,50 euros. 2,50 euros. Ça fait 2,50 euros. And here, you've got two, be careful with the way you say that, because you've got two different ways to say it. The first is what I said, 2,50 euros. But also what you can say is use cents, 2 euros et 50 centimes. 2 euros et 50 centimes. So here you say first 2, then euro, and then you can either say just what is after the dot, so 50, 2,50 euros, 2,50 euros, or do something a bit longer with 2 euros et 50 centimes. So here, et, it's like and, 2 euros and 50 cents. 2 euros et 50 centimes. So you can hear both. And usually, if you want to be fast, just say 2 euros 50, 2 euros 50. But you can sometimes hear this as well. So be sure to understand how to read that. We don't say 2.5 euros in French. We always say 2, then the price, like the currency, euro, and then what is after the dot. So be careful with that. That's really important in French. So don't miss that point. And now, maybe you want to express when something is expensive or cheap. And in French, it's, let's say, even more simple than in English. Because we've got one word, cher, which means expensive. C'est cher. It's expensive. C'est cher. And we don't have a word for cheap, or we do have, but it's not really common used. What we do is just use the negation of cher. So we say c'est pas cher, c'est pas cher, c'est pas cher. So here pas, negation, c'est pas cher. And it means it's cheap, or literally it means it's not expensive. C'est pas cher. So we do that a lot in French. So be sure to remember that. Maybe you know one other word that you've learned at school. It's bon marché, but it's almost never used by French people. So be sure, like if you want to sound like a native, be sure to use pas cher instead of bon marché, because bon marché is really weird and I only see that word in textbooks, but we don't use that a lot. So be sure to use c'est pas cher if you want to sound like a real French. So, but you can also remember this word, but it's not commonly used. So yeah, be sure to remember just one word, cher. It's expensive, it's not expensive, c'est cher, c'est pas cher. So that's how you express if something is cheap or not in French. And now let's add some vocabulary to that. So vocabulary when you pay. So here, when you're in a restaurant, you want the bill. So in French, the word for that is addition. Addition. L'addition. So if you want to ask for like check please, you need to say l'addition s'il vous plaît. L'addition s'il vous plaît. L'addition s'il vous plaît. So s'il vous plaît it's please, and l'addition is the bill. So you say you're in a restaurant and like waiter is passing through, like he's passing, and you say l'addition s'il vous plaît. L'addition s'il vous plaît. L'addition s'il vous plaît. And then if you want to pay with a credit card, you need to remember that word as well, which is quite similar to the English word, carte de crédit. Carte de crédit. Credit card, carte de crédit. So here you just reverse the words, carte de crédit. carte de crédit. So if you want to ask, oh, can I use my credit card to pay? You can say, je peux payer par carte? Question mark. Je peux payer par carte? Or you can also say, je peux payer par carte de crédit. But if you say just carte, it's like the person you're talking to will understand that you're talking about your credit card. So, je peux payer par carte. Je peux payer par carte. Really common to hear that. So you can remember just this part, but if you want to say the full sentence, carte de crédit. But I think most of the French people don't say de crédit. So just say je peux payer par carte. Again, if you want to sounds like a real French person. But it's definitely okay if you say carte de crédit. Like we use both, so don't worry for that. Just I wanted to show you the two possibilities. So here is carte de crédit. And then you've got cash, if you want to say cash. So I want to pay with cash or not. So the French word is liquide. So it's not related to the English word liquid. It's like totally different. Liquide, liquide. It means cash. So je ne prends que le liquide. So that can be an answer to the previous question. Je peux payer par carte. Can I use my credit card? And the person you're talking to would say, I only accept cash, sorry. So the answer that you can hear in French is je ne prends que le liquide. Je ne prends que le liquide. Je ne prends que le liquide. So it's I only accept cash. Je peux payer par carte? Désolé, je ne prends que le liquide. Je ne prends que le liquide. So that's basically what you need to know when you want to pay. So those three words, l'addition, carte de crédit, and liquide. Liquide. Le liquide. Le liquide. So here is for when you pay. And then let's add some more vocabulary related to the bank. So first, how to say bank? La banque. La banque. So feminine noun, la banque. So quite similar to the English word, la banque. Vous savez où se trouve la banque? Vous savez où se trouve la banque? Do you know where I can find a bank? Vous savez où se trouve la banque. So that can be useful if you need to withdraw some money or if you're looking for a bank. But maybe if you want to withdraw money, what you need more is an ATM. So what you can say here for ATM is un distributeur de billets. Distributeur de billets. Un distributeur de billets. So billet means banknote, and distributeur it's like ATM, like it's something that you can use and give you money, like it deals money. It means distributeur, it's something that deals in French. Un distributeur, you deal with it to get banknotes. Un distributeur de billets. So, vous savez où je peux trouver un distributeur de billets? Again, you can omit this part. Just say, vous savez où je peux trouver un distributeur? Do you know where I can find an ATM? So here, again, you can, if you just say distributeur, people will understand that you're talking about un distributeur de billets or an ATM. So this is totally fine if you omit this part. Vous savez où je peux trouver un distributeur de billets? Again, I think it's more common for, like, if you want to sound more native, like for French people, it's more common to say, vous savez où je peux trouver un distributeur, and just omit this part. Like, when you're fluent, you just say the words and you know that you will be understood, so you don't precise the full word. So if you want to sound French, again, maybe it's better if you get rid of the de billets, but it's totally fine if you say it because it's totally correct and it's the precise word. So it's important to know the precise word if you want to shorten the word. So the expression, I mean. Vous savez où je peux trouver un distributeur? Vous savez où je peux trouver un distributeur? Vous savez où je peux trouver un distributeur? So this is how you say that. ATM. Distributeur de billets. And then, the last one, vous savez où je peux changer de l'argent? So it's when you need to exchange your currency, you need to find a place where you can do that. So this is like an helpful sentence for you to exchange, I don't know, your dollars for euros or the opposite. So, vous savez où je peux changer de l'argent? So, do you know where I can exchange money? Vous savez où je peux changer de l'argent? So this is, again, like if you're looking for the bank, you know how to find a bank, you know how to find an ATM, and you know how to find a place where you can exchange money. So that's three words, really like three kind of locations important for you to know. And that can be really helpful for you to get all your needs when you are in Paris or in France or in any country that is speaking French. So yeah, banque, distributeur de billets, and changer de l'argent. So like a place where you can exchange money. Where I can change money. Où est-ce que je peux changer de l'argent? So this is basically three important words. And now let's add two more words that can be useful if you go to supermarket or in any other place where you need those two words. You've got the word for discount. Discount. It means, like in French, two words that you can use for discount is réduction, réduction, and promotion, promotion. Réduction or promotion. J'ai une promotion de 20%. I have a 20% discount. Or j'ai une réduction de 20%. So you can use both. It's exactly the same meaning. J'ai une promotion de 20%. J'ai une promotion de 20%. J'ai une réduction de 20%. So here, it's how you can say discount. And now, the final word here is receipt, reçu. So if you want to, like, I don't know, a receipt in the restaurant or in when you buy some stuff at the supermarket, you want to need some receipt. So you can ask for that. Je peux avoir un reçu, s'il vous plaît. Je peux avoir un reçu, s'il vous plaît. Reçu. So can I have a receipt, please? So that can be useful, especially if you want to get the tax back when you are traveling to France. So that can be useful to know that. Receipt. Reçu. 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 So let's review that. So basic phrases, you know, combien ça coûte, or combien ça fait, combien ça coûte, combien ça fait. Really important. You need to know that for everything, like for, as I said, the rent, but also like if you go to the supermarket or like a flea market, especially in flea markets where you can like negotiate. And if you say that, you will show that, okay, I know what I'm doing, I know French, and I can, like, you will not try to screw me because I know I can deal with the basic sentences in French. So really interesting if you want to negotiate in French, like you will show that you're confident enough to speak French. And then coins and banknotes. So pièce and billet. I didn't say those words, but pièce is coin and billet for banknote. And if you want to say this price, you've got two ways to say it. 2,50 €. 2,50 €. Or 2,50 €. 2,50 €. And 2 €, 2,50 €. 2,50 €, sorry. 2,50 €, or 2,50 €. I confused with English. So this is the two ways you can say this price. And it's also something that you can say for all kind of brands, of course. It's like just an example. And here, the way to say cheap and expensive. Remember, only one word, cher. C'est cher, c'est pas cher. It's expensive, it's not expensive. C'est cher, c'est pas cher. C'est cher, c'est pas cher. Expensive, cheap. Expensive, not expensive. And here are the few vocabulary that we discuss about. So this is l'addition, l'addition, the bill, la carte de crédit, credit card, but you can just say la carte and we understand. Du liquide, or le liquide, this means cash. And then bank, la banque, la banque. Un distributeur de billets, so billet, this is how you write banknotes because it's not written. So if you want to know how to spell banknote, you've got here the correct spelling. un distributeur de billets, an ATM. So, un distributeur de billets, but you can again omit this part, de billets, and just say un distributeur, un distributeur. And then you've got two words for like a discount, la réduction or la promotion. Réduction, promotion, la réduction, la promotion. And then you've got the final word, the receipt, le reçu, le reçu, reçu, le reçu, reçu. And now, let's just have a few words concerning some cultural insight. Like the VAT in French is called the TVA, and it's like 20% in France. And if you're from abroad, you can get those 20% back. It depends. Like sometimes you have to do that at the airport, and sometimes you can do that in the shop. So be sure to check that. But you can have sometimes those 20% back. So really good. And also, euro is the French currency, but only since 2002. Because before we were using another currency called franc, which is quite similar to France, right? Franc, franc. So this is just for the cultural insight. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and share this video. And again, you've got those free PDF for you, and you can use that to get more vocabularies. So someone previously asked something, like if we can learn about rent, like words to rent, how to rent a house in France. So you can find that in the link down below. So that can be really useful for you to check that, because it's all free and you can have tons of vocabulary. So really, really interesting for you guys. So yeah, and that's all for today's video. So yeah, see you guys next week, and bye.